What's up, guys? Ethan here from OK Adventure. It is super hot outside, but it is the absolute perfect time of year down here in South Central Oklahoma to find chanterelle mushrooms. And so we've had this year, it's I believe July, let me look, I think it's July 18th. I don't want to lie to you. It's a Sunday, and we've just had several really good rains come through, basically through basically through June into July. We've had a lot of good rains, and it's now the perfect temperature, the perfect wetness. It's absolutely 100% moisture outside, and my favorite mushroom is poppin', and that is the chanterelle. Check this one out. This one is a model over here. Look at that gorgeous mushroom. Beautiful mushroom. It's just back in here, just chilling by itself. It's got that nice wavy cap. And then if I cut it, I'll show you what it looks like on the underside. I'm finding a lot of baby ones. So by the time this video is out, if any of you Oklahoma guys are probably, I don't know how these grow in other states, but I know anybody from Oklahoma, by the time this video comes out, especially if you've been getting rain by the time I've been getting rain down here in South Central, I'm in Stevens County, they'll be popping. But let's cut this and I'll show you what it looks like. So, this is one of the defining characteristics of the chanterelle, and if you see there, it doesn't have gills. Okay, those aren't gills. Those are kind of like veins. Let me see if I can get a good light, and there you go. So you can see they're not really gills, they're just veins, and they don't create like a straight line. You can see right there how they're really, I don't know how to explain it, but as you can tell, they don't have gills. It kind of just comes into the stalk as one solid piece there. It's got that nice wavy top. And they say they have smells, but I seriously don't have that good of a sense of smell, so I can't tell you what they smell like. But I will tell you, this mushroom right here is my favorite mushroom. You have to work a little harder for it because it's hot today. But it doesn't preserve very well, so I like to dry mushrooms out. This one, once you try to rehydrate it, just does not hydrate that well. So pick these, eat them fresh. I like to pick a couple bags, and I'll show you a way I preserve them. But you can keep these fresh, especially if you take good care of them on the way to the house. I've had them stay fresh for about 2 weeks. Yeah, let's see if we can find some more chanterelles, guys. I'll have some tips in this video of where I find them, how I find them, time of year. I'll try to put this all in a nice good clip for you guys, so it'll be all together. So we'll do where to look, right? So first off in this section, where to look. So what I like to do is I like to find a really good post oak. And you can see right there, that is a post oak tree right there in that center. And they are very good characteristics of a post oak leaf right there. Post oak leaf right there. And as you can see where I found this, these are all post oak leaves on the ground. Look at the mycelium right there. Wow, that is just beautiful. So actually I see another one hiding back there under some leaves. So first of all, where to look? Post oak forest. Look deep into the forest. I found these on some good years around the edges, but you're gonna have to do some walking. You're definitely gonna have to get 100, 200 yards into the woods and then start trailing creek beds. On years it's dry, I find them all over the creek beds, shooting out the side of the creek beds. On years it's wet, you can find them in the forest, all over in the undergrowth. And sometimes they're not going to be as photogenic as this one, where they're just kind of popped out of the leaves. They're going to be underneath the leaves, and you may have to dig a little bit. You may just see one edge of that wavy top there. Let's keep looking. All right, guys, I was just traveling along picking mushrooms, and I had a little thought. So these mushrooms have some look-alike mushrooms that are extremely poisonous. One being the jack-o'-lantern mushroom. Make sure you get you a mushroom identification guidebook. Make sure you carry that with you, especially if you guys are beginners. Um, Anybody can walk out in the woods and find mushrooms, but to know what you're picking up and know what you're eating it goes a long way, because all it takes is one poisonous mushroom and you can be dead. And I'd hate to have that from you watching my video and go, oh, this guy showed me what a chanterelle is, and you go cut a jack-o'-lantern up and eat it with your family, and then you're all dead. This whole video is just help encourage you guys to get out in the woods and look for mushrooms, especially chanterelles. There's not a lot of people that hunt chanterelles, especially in Oklahoma, and it is one of my favorite mushrooms to hunt. So get you a mushroom identification book, get you out in some post oak, and get to hunting. I'm going to keep looking, and I'll keep making little snippets to this video. I'm going to keep looking for mushrooms. Alright, so here's a good representation of where I'm finding these. So down in this bottom here, you can see this creek that runs along through here. It's actually has some water in it this year. And I'm finding these little guys all along the edge of this creek. There's some more, and some of these are little bitty tiny suckers. I'm not ready to pick. And some are like these. Nice, good fat ones that are decent to pick down in this leaf litter. There's another one, really good one down there. So, you can see them all just popping out the side of this creek here. So one of the good, here's some more back here. One of the good indicators is this is really sandy soil. I mean, look at that. Loads of sand in here. I'm not finding them much in the clay too much. I'm finding them more in the sandy soil. And I'm finding them more deeper in the woods along creek beds. I'm gonna pick these real quick. I'm gonna get back after it. Check it out, guys. Just came upon a little village of chanterelles hanging out here on the side of the hill. There's some there. Some beautiful ones down in there. Pop up. Come back over here. All along over here. Big, beautiful one there. Wrapping around all the way down in there. Oh. Alright, so let's talk time of year. So I initially found these, I believe, when I was a kid in June. It was really dry. They were coming out of one spot in the creek bed. And it is mid-July, and they are really popping. So if I would have to say you're going to go look for these, I would say mid-July is the absolute best time. Look after a really good hard rain, preferably, you know, a soaking rain to where the ground stays wet for 2 to 3 days. And hopefully you find them like I am, because it's just non-stop right now. As soon as you go 20 feet, you just come into another cluster and over again. Let's take a look at my bag here. Look at this bullet right here next to me. Boom! Some gorgeous ones in there. Big, beautiful ones. When cutting these, I don't like to rip them out of the ground because you get a lot of dirt and everything. I like to just come in and just trim off like that right there and just get the top of it. You don't want all the dirt on the bottom section where all the mycelium is. I'm gonna cut these out real quick and keep on moving. So we're going to preserve these mushrooms. First thing I do is I wash them really good, get the sand and all the grit off of them. After washing, I let dry anywhere from 15, 20, 30 minutes, just where all the water's off of them and they're just nice and damp. So what you see here is I like to take a Tupperware container and line the entire container with paper towels. Put your mushrooms in there. You can stack them. I like to stack mine completely full and leave them in there. Put them inside the fridge. These can last in the fridge up to 2-3 weeks. It kind of depends on how well you took care of the mushroom. Did you bruise a lot when you were traveling around? And make sure you go through this every 2 or 3 days. And as the mushrooms are getting bruised and starting to rot a little bit, take those out and throw those away. Try to eat these really quick though. Don't just let them sit in your fridge and rot. And if you're like me and you have a whole bunch of mushrooms, I took about half of mine and went ahead and dried them out so I can make stocks and soups and stuff like that.